I don't like. We need to get below 200 meters. Really, the problem is I can't get. Okay, I get the feeling this is the original pack, and that's actually a different one over there. That's a problem. They're probably grazing in those bushes. They're going to be a lot harder. The trouble is, trying to get through to that lot, it's going to spook this lot. That's only a female, though. I wanted the male, really. Jimmy, thank you for 2 months. Welcome back. How long since you started Subnautica? Finished that game a long time ago. The water's too loud, mate. I'll try and move this way so I'm downwind of that lot as well. Is it any better than Hunter the Call of the Wild? In what sense? Adobe, thank you for 19 months. Yes, we've already seen the rendering distance at, was it 450 or... There's about 460 meters we saw already. I don't know what the distance is. But we looked through the binocs, I think it was 460 meters and we saw animals. Just hope they're still here. Oh, was it 527? Okay. Where's the male? There he is. Is that him? Yes. So he's 127 meters away. Scan. Kill from this angle, do you reckon? I need to avoid that leg, don't I? Try and go for the lungs, I guess. How can you just jog away from that, bro? How do I put a marker down? How did he just run away from that? Jump, so it's it for sure. Better find some blood this time. Aha, there we go. Medium amount of blood with air bubbles, so that's a lung shot, isn't it? Time to expire slow. Distance before expiration 0 to 50 meters. Medium amount of blood, air bubbles, pink. It's definitely a long shot, which is what we was aiming for, so... Whoa, look at that. Look at that. I never seen that in Call of the Wild. Like, it's brushed up against a tree and knocked blood all over it. That's awesome. Man, this guy took a while to die. Oh, I can hear something. Oh, it's a badger. It's a badger running around. Oh my god. Badger territory, yeah. This guy has run an awful long time. Wait, what? He ran straight into a wall. Oh, there you go. Finally. Flipping heck. Dude! You don't want to die, do you, pal? Oh, look at that. Okay, so missed the bone, hit the lung a little bit further back, and it would have gone straight through the heart, and it would not have been running very far. But that went through both lungs. It damaged both lungs quite a lot. Narrowly missed the heart, though. Inches away. So from this angle, I'm better off just pulling the shot back a touch. Aiming between the legs. I can't believe how long he lasted. The energy was right. The energy is well within parameters. Adult male, 121 kilos. Not sure what that means, that little egg timer. Kill shot, single lung. I thought it was 2 lungs. We damaged both lungs, but only one of them was bleeding by the look of this. Trophy rating 1, sell price 399. That's not bad. Egg timer is genetics. Right, okay. 174 meters it ran. Lost by shot 0.91. So that was a good clean kill. We got a lot of... Out of the 121 kilos available, we got 120. So we lost, like, literally lost 1 kilo. So we could sell that and get some dosh. You've learned the basics of hunting. Now all shop items, multiplayer mode, and available territories. Wait, is there something wrong with that word available? I'm sure the word available doesn't have 4 A's in it. Available. That's got 4 A's in that word. Benjamin, thank you 15 months. Accept the new restaurant order from your grandfather's computer in the lodge. Turn off the So hang on, if we press character hunting log, there we go. So it keeps a track of everything that you've killed. That badger was a 5-star badger. Taxidermy assistant. Perks. Catch your breath. Hold your breath longer. Increase by 25%. Hits heart, either lung, or artery 10 times the bolt action rifle. So this is good, isn't it? So with this, you don't get perks based on... You don't get, like, skill points or perk points and then you get to spend them. With this, it naturally happens. Like, as you do a certain thing, you naturally get better at it, which is kind of how it should be. Lever action, brake action, hiker. What's this? Travel 15 kilometers in an upright stance, 15% less noise when moving upright. 15% less visible, 15% less noise when crouched. So these will naturally happen. And if you look at them, they're not in order either. They're actually happening in parallel. Like that one there and that one there are just happening. The more we're crouch walking, the more we're leveling up on crouch walking. Which is nice. So that's alright. Inventory. Let's get rid of these things on the map. That bird noise is a bit loud. What's that? Let's fast travel back. A restaurant order. I hope, Wallace, I hope the cinema follows you well. It's that time of year when Cheng wants to introduce some kind of crazy twist to our menu. You know him, last year the Beijing duck, this year it's our chicken recipe. A midlife crisis can take many forms. I guess this is my husband's. We will be upgrading our General Cho's chicken, but with some pheasant meat. You're very welcome to visit again for your favourite Sichuan hot pot. I'm still holding on to your bottle of Scotch. It's waiting for you here with love, Lynn. Accept mission. Okay.
This reminds me when Grandpa went for a pheasant hunt and forgot to take a shotgun.
Is that a clue? Take a shotgun. Buy and equip a shotgun. Okay. Shop. Rifle, shotguns. Well, we can afford either. So we can afford either the Bonser Inclined Standard, break action, 2 mag capacity, 16 gauge shotgun, hunting tier 1, or we can buy the Morning Silence semi-automatic 4 capacity 20 gauge tier 1. I'm thinking that one. I'm thinking that one. I know you're with me on this. Like, who doesn't want a pump action semi-automatic? Let's go. Boom, boom. It's got to be done. Let's get that. Can we get a scope for it? Gear. Attachments. Oh, it's 800 for a red dot. We've only got 200. Scumbag. Can we put that in our... How do we equip that? Secondary. That was Grandpa. I'll get rid of that. Clear that out. Morning Silence. We get that. Don't have anything to put on it yet. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Harvest 3 kilograms of pheasant meat. Nice. Your firearm is out of ammo. Press R to reload. I just did. Ooh. This is what... If there's going to be a zombie apocalypse, this is the gun you want, isn't it? Just imagine the zombies come up here. Boom, 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 boom. Brilliant. Get some more ammo. Does that reload our ammo? Yes, it does.
Seems like Grandpa's my biggest fan.
Way of the Hunter.
Seems like Grandpa's my biggest fan.
Sand. I love it. Not June. Sand.
Seems like Grandpa's my biggest fan.
Right, where do we get pheasant meat from? Any clue? Where do we get pheasant meat from? What's that? Don't know what that is. Under the deer? What do you mean under the deer? I presume it can fire that quickly. But the recoil would be very interesting though, wouldn't it? Is there any other emails that give us a clue about where to go? Nope. South of the deer location you was at? What, down here somewhere? Let's take the car down there then. Bottom left. Well, over here. Oh, this thing. Sorry, yeah, I'm blind. You know me. We'll go there. We'll go to where the pheasant icon is. This is a mistake. Oof. That sounded hefty. Hey, streamer blindness will be recognised as a medical condition in a few years' time. I'm telling you. Whoop. What's the point of having an off-road vehicle if you don't go off-roading, eh? Yep, with a tennis elbow, the digital age, exactly. That's probably close enough in a car. Ooh, it's deer over there. We're a bit spooked, apparently. 200 meters. Yeah, they're doing one. Let's carry on. Jurassic Park mod. See, that's what they should do. They should have a DLC called Jurassic Park and just bring in dinosaurs that you can go and hunt. How amazing would that be? But the key twist is the dinosaurs are hunting you as well. Like while you're trying to hunt that T-Rex, some raptors just come down the side of you. Instant buy, imagine. Dinosaur hunting. Let's go and have a look at these. A Bigfoot DLC. Right, this went yellow a second ago. There we go. White-tailed deer drinking rarely. Something here as well. How you doing, Battle Rabbit? Mule beer, drinking rarely. Pheasant usually kind of congregate in trees, don't they? Need to fix how the birds drop when I shot with the 90 gauge. 90 degree turn around and fall immediately. Okay, we'll find out in a minute. Wait, what was that? Is that my knee? What's this? Hey! That's not a knee. That's not a knife. What is that? So on the map... So what do? Just listen for the pheasants? I don't see any birds anywhere. Okay, I just heard something. I don't think it was a pheasant, but I heard something. There's a wicked witch of the east would say I'm melting, dude. It's too hot. Thank you for 22 months. Yeah, we do need a dog. Like, a hunting dog would be fantastic. Oh, what's that? Pheasant male, 150 meters. I see it. You see them there? There's two there. There's one there, one there. Of course, when I go to shoot one of them, they're just going to take off and it'd be like, bang, bang, bang. I need to kill 3 of them over 3 kilos in size. Blimey. Oh god, the wind's not good, is it? The pheasants aren't that smart, but... Try and get an angle on them. What range do you need for a kill shot with a gun? 50 to 100, I think, is ideal. I'm not sure. Oh, it's only 3 kills in total. That's fine, then. Don't think we can buy a grenade. I want to see how the law mechanics work. We can't afford a law yet, but I want to try it later to see what they do. $50 meters calm. Be very, very quiet. It won't be calm in a second. I feel like I should just stand up and sprint in, shout Leroy, and just go for it, you know? It's kind of what I want to do. Oh, they're so close. What am I supposed to do? Like, make a noise and get him to jump and then... Is that one right in front of me or not? Is that one? It is, isn't it? If I shoot that here, I'm just going to obliterate it. Oh. Funny, I could have just a sensitivity. Wait, they just landed there.
Send pups.
The sensitivity is all wrong. Just but a flesh wound. So the energy was a lot below where it should be, according to this. We could sell it for 9. Look, that's a smug grin, that is. 1.1 out of 3 kilos. They kind of went that way, didn't they? Yeah, when you're aiming, the sensitivity is so brutal. It's 46 meters away. Oh my god. Horrible. It's a kill there, I think. Lots of blood and air bubbles. So where did it go then? There's lots of blood, but it flew away. That's amazing. Flesh damage, sulfur 8. 2.4 out of 3. Pheasant is like a wild chickenish. What does that mean? Yeah, I don't get it, Venrith. It might just be... It's a mission. It's being a bit weird. What if you just, like, shoot? Wait, what did you disappear to? "100 meters, spooked female pheasant." Does that mean she's in that tree? It's 20 gauge in this shotgun, I think. come on. If you just die for me, then we can move on to the next mission. Please. That'd be great. Something over here. There. Calm. Male pheasant calm. I know it's overkill, but it was the only ammo available on this shotgun. Oh yeah, that's a good shot. Look at that. Not getting away from that. Pick up the mail from the mailbox. There we go. We're done here. You also wanted the bigger gun. I wanted the one that took 5 shells, and was semi-automatic. Look, come on. You had 2 shotguns you could buy. In my position, you would have done exactly the same. You would have bought this one. Oh, that's a mailbox.
Dear River, I've already told you 1,000,000 times, but I'll say it 1,000,000,000,000. Thank you so much for helping me with Bear Den Ranch. Restaurants always place their orders with me by email. I think you wrote down my email password when you visited me in hospital. I don't trust the Postal Service enough to write it down here. I couldn't be happier to hear that you started hunting again, despite your father's disapproval. You're an adult now. You can make your own decisions. When he found out you were hunting with me as a kid without permission and forbid you to ever visit me again, it broke my heart forever. So in a medical sense, this will help to heal the physical scars that share my heart tissue with the metaphorical ones. Do you remember Hollywood, the little fawn you named when we saw him no older than a few weeks?
Is there a second page?
Dear River,
No,
dear
no,
River.
no.
I've already told you 1,000,000 times.
Shush.
I'll say it 1,000,000,000,000. Thank you so much for helping
There you
me
go.
with
Look,
Bear Den Ranch.
look, do you remember Hollywood? This
Restaurants
whole
always
section.
place their
Shut
orders
up!
with me by email. I think you wrote
Oh
down
my
my email
God.
password when you visited me in hospital.
That Muley's an old
I don't
gentleman now, and
trust the Postal
unfortunately...
Service
Hang on.
enough to write it.
Shut up. He has abnormal antlers, just like his father, genetic trait that he would spread further. I have one request. Taxidermy him for this nostalgic old man and put him right next to his father in the lodge. He's the only trophy I have left there. The rest I had my friend Busting Dustin move to a bigger place. Do you believe there's such a thing as too many trophies? I'll pay for this taxidermy, but for the others you'll have to save your own money. I wanted to shoot him many times, but every time my finger froze on the trigger because I think of him as yours. PS2. I have so little to do at the hospital, I decided to draw a little present for you. It's a comic story about the summers you spent at Nez Perce Valley as a kid. I decided to draw some situations we never talked about. And perhaps it will be easier this way. Maybe you completely forgot about some. Maybe some still linger with you in some ways they do with me. Expect more. Your loving grandpa. Right, okay. So it completely didn't read everything after that sentence.
It was summer 2002, and 10-year-old River was about to spend his first holiday with his grandparents. River could feel the adventure and mischief in his young bones. Why has River never visited his grandparents before?
Wow! Dad! Dad!
What?
Asked his father.
There was a deer! Which one is the white butt? Mule deer or white-tailed deer? It has to be white-tailed, right?
I don't know.
Grandpa will know.
Because my father-in-law knows everything.
A few hours later,
What is this?
River was finally in Nez Perce Valley, and his joy was matched only by that of his grandparents. But not everyone shared their elation.
Grandpa! I saw a deer. It was probably a white-tailed because he had a white butt.
Mule deer also have white butts.
How can you tell the difference?
Wallace,
Richard,
I want to speak to you in private.
Uh-oh.
River was amazed when he entered the lodge. The walls seemed bigger somehow, and the animals looked alive.
Wait here. I've got something for you.
But that summer, there was one thing River was forbidden to even think about.
To be crystal clear, you were absolutely not allowed to let him anywhere near a gun or anything to do with hunting.
Richard, that's impossible. This is a hunting lodge after all.
You know what I mean.
Will you help me finish it?
Days went by, and River couldn't get enough of nature. He already felt it was his best summer yet, but it was about to get even better.
Ah!
That's how he met April and Noah.
Hi, I'm River.
What?
Ah!
Why do I always have to be the animal?
Because you're the youngest.
What?
Poor girl.
Why? This is what hunters do, isn't it?
No, real hunters are ethical. They wouldn't make an animal suffer like this and not even retrieve it afterwards.
River kept making the best memories he could that summer. He was also determined to find out more about his mother, as his father and grandfather never spoke of her.
I didn't know my mother hunted too.
Oh, you found the album.
Why do we never talk about her?
You'll have to ask your grandfather about that. But you can ask me anything else, sweetheart.
But this secret had to wait for another day. Time flew by, and soon the summer was at an end.
Wow! Try yelling something.
Ahoy!
On the last day, they made a new friend and named her Echo.
I mean, okay. Animals sight, hearing, smell. Animals you see, hear, smell. Just because you can't see them doesn't mean to say they don't know about you. I mean, that animation was like a little bit cringe in places, but it was very well, it was very polished. Did not expect that in a hunting game. Every animal can you see and hear and smell you, some better than others. Animals can see you just like they can see them. They have to be sneaky. Try to stay hidden as much as possible. You're also less visible when you're crouching or prone. Animals can hear footsteps, sound of vehicles, bullet impacts, callers. The correct caller does not scare animals, but used properly lures them instead. When you move at slower speeds, you're less audible to animal. If you want to make sure the animals not hear you from far away, do not run. Animal smell. Humans produce a distinctive smell. Animals downwind from you within the range will become aware of your presence and slowly move away. Animal trivia. Whitetail noses have 800 times more receptors than the human nose. But that's not all. The roof of a deer's mouth contains a Jacobson's organ which sorts out smells. When a deer breathes, it automatically detects various smells in the air, including human scent. It's crazy. Deer can see better in low light and detect movement more effectively than we can, but they don't see the same spectrum. They can't distinguish between green, orange, and red, but can see differences in yellow, blue, and violet. Wait a minute. Does that mean if you go out hunting, you're better off wearing greens, oranges, and reds because they can't tell the difference? Reach the meadows where Hollywood can be found. Okay. Which is here somewhere. So we'll go that and drive over there, I guess. Let's go and re-equip. Have we got enough stuff? $833. shop. We could afford something. A deer caller. Red deer. Roe deer. Mule deer. What kind of deer is Hollywood? Limited ammo, yes. So it shows you here. You can't see it because I'm in the way. Hang on. Not that one. Not that one. That one. There you go. There you go. So the 4 out of 25. And if I go to my shotty, 5 out of 50. $783 is trash. Go to the remnants of 700. Well, don't really have the money to do very much yet. It's kind of part of the story. What we've got. Yeah, you can't seem to adjust the FOV either. That's a rock. Now, the audio sounds are like limited in what you can adjust. You can basically adjust the master volume, the voiceover volume, and then everything else. So you can't bring down engine sounds versus ambient stream sounds and things like that, which is a bit annoying. At least they've got working axles and suspension animation. Yeah, sometimes when you're near the stream, though, the sound is overpowering. You can't hear the animals. You can find an animal path by observing the grass and spotting lines well trodden with footprints. Only big game herbivores leave visual paths in the grass. Okay. Where was the wind coming from? North. That way. Okay, we want to be over here then. Jaguar, thank you for 31 months. Caparol, thank you for 59. Network, thank you for the 245 bits, by the way. I think that played out while we was watching the Grandpa story. But thank you for the bits. And Valencia, thank you also for the bits. I was thinking we kind of get more or less south side and then we can work back against the wind. Wangle, thank you for subbing. Welcome. Yeah, when we get more money, Logan, we can pick and choose our weapons. Right now, we're kind of on story mode weapons. Find an animal path. All right. I don't know the stat. We're kind of figuring it out as we go along. It does some things better than Call of the Wild, and Call of the Wild does some things better than this, I'd say. But I've not even tried all the lore stuff yet. Like to see if we can get animals to come to us and things. Like the animals scatter well, but some, like the pheasants, we shot a pheasant and it like one took off and then 20 meters later just landed again like it wasn't even bothered, which is a bit odd. However, the deer was pretty good. They were really spooky. Like they got spooked really easily and they ran away significant distances and we had to really track them down. The bullet damage breakdown thing is really good. They do that really well. The trophy rating, I think somebody said earlier, Call of the Wild is a bit better. I kind of agree with that. It has more of a scoring system rather than just level 1, level 2, level 3, 4, 5. But in this game, you can change the animal's habitat, so you can shoot
Seems like
lower.
Hollywood isn't with his group today. Better check another time.
Okay. In an area, you can shoot lower genetically, like weaker animals, shoot them, and the average will go up in the area, so you get better trophied animals. So you can actually affect an area by what you hunt, which is definitely unique. Yeah, but Rex, we're talking about 20 meters. Like they took off. One of their friends got shot, and the one next to it took off, flew 20 meters and landed. Which doesn't seem reasonable. Why am I stuck on a tree? Did it just say come back on a different day? It's like Hollywood's not with them or something. It says like Hollywood's not with the pack today, come back on a different day. Is this a futile exercise, I wonder? Yeah, that's the other thing is I don't know. Like in Call of the Wild, you can buy tents and things and camp. I don't know if you can do that in this. There's a hunting stand down there. Passage of time. Well, time's ticking away up here. And that's the weather forecast for the next 4 hours here. And you can go back to the lodge and sleep whatever time you want. And it doesn't charge you for it either. Mule deer. Not found an animal path yet. Towel, thank you for 34 months, by the way. I think maybe we just go back to the lodge, sleep through the night, come back in the morning maybe and look for Hollywood. Yes, it has multiplayer and co-op. I've never tried it. I don't know anybody else with the game yet, but yeah, I don't know how it works, but it has it.
An animal path. If I follow it, we'll always find signs of animals.
Some signs, like animal calls, for example, can be investigated only with Q. Species mule deer. Yeah, maybe. Maybe they'll have a day one patch. Well, I think, again, Captain Flint, maybe because it's a particular mission, maybe because we're not just open world hunting. I don't know. Animal static
Now I
signs.
know they drink here, and I can return another time.
So excellent animal tracking. Look for paths which will lead you to dynamic signs like droppings, which will in turn lead you to need zones. Once you uncover these, you have an overview of the territory and the animal you are stalking. Animal paths are used by animals to move from one need zone to another. The paths can help you to find the zones scattered in the wilderness. You can find an animal path by observing the grass and spotting the lines of routes well trodden with footprints. Animal paths may vary according to their life cycle. Only big game herbivores leave visible paths in the grass. Animal need zones are places where animals carry out their daily activities based on their life cycle, usually eating zones, resting zones, and drinking zones. You should be able to tell the various zones apart thanks to specific signs the animals leave there. For example, muddy footprints near a drinking zone, or patches of grass grazed by deer. Upon interaction with the sign, the animal zone will be added to your hunting map. This will help you determine how animals live and behave during their life cycle. During an animal's life cycle, they usually utilize drinking, eating, and resting zones with few exceptions. Animals visit these zones according to their life cycle. However, if you hunt them too often there, they will find another zone. Various actions can increase hunting pressure, some more than others. For example, shooting near the hunting zone will increase it, but shooting and hitting an animal will do so even more. Okay. You're a stalker. Isn't that what hunting is? So I wonder, like, how often they come back drinking here. Show need zones. Okay, so now we've done that. We've found a drinking zone and an eating zone. I guess you could find more on the map. And then you can probably work out that they're moving between these. There must be a resting zone somewhere. They're probably resting right now. And then at some point they'll come down here for a drink. I think they're all resting. Like, what time is it? 15:50. Return to the lodge. Oh, okay. Not really sure why, but... Go to bed and sleep until sunrise or wake up between 6 and 9 a.m. Rest until Sunrise is there, 6:53. That'll do. We actually have a bit of money here. Hang on. Shop. Where's the roe deer? Let's get a roe deer caller. Is that 750 or 150? Is that a 1 or a 7? That's really stupid. Is that a 1 there? So is that a 7? That's a 7, isn't it? I think that's a 1, and that very slightly angled 1 is a 7. That's so rubbish. 750. Let's do it. Storage, callers, equip. So that's key 7. Get the grunt caller, why? Why does this cost 750? You can go down to like Mothercare and buy a squeaky toy just like that literally makes that. In fact, Doyle has got loads of stuff like toys that cost £2 each, and they've got squeakers inside that do that. Why did we spend 750 for a roe deer caller when we could have got something for your dog from Pets at Home that would have done exactly the same thing? What does that mean at the bottom? That like that bar? You see that little thing moving? That little... Is that like the optimum time to press it? Are we building up pressure on the squeaker? Hang on. We're building up pressure. There you go. Literally did the same thing. That's brilliant. Okay. All right. Reach Hollywood's territory. So we need to drive back over there again, I think. I'm not sure what that's for.
Be careful, otherwise Pups Doyle and Pippa come storming to you.
Well, Doyle is there. I'm sure Pippa was around somewhere. When it's so hot outside, they come into this room and sit here with me because it's air conditioned. There's no roe deer. But Hollywood's a roe deer, isn't he? Oh, it's a mule deer. Oh well, I wasted some money. We'll probably need it anyway. Hang on. The lights are pretty good. Those LED paw lights are really bright. The roe deer in Transylvania. I've not been there yet. Can you hunt Dracula there? Where's the wind today? From the north again. What's this thing like in the water? It doesn't like rocks, but it's okay with water.
And slowly glass for Hollywood from the vantage point and hit the vitals from 100 meters. Exactly as Grandpa taught.
Don't run and try to make as little noise as possible. Are we running? No, now we're running. Alright, so now we've got to find Hollywood. I wonder if you've just gone straight to the drinking zone and waited for him. Harvest Hollywood, the mule deer with one abnormal antler. He's going to make you kill your pet deer. Yeah. You know why? Because Grandpa is paying us to go and kill it, then have it stuffed and put in his lodge next to the one that he killed, which is his father. So we're taking out 2 generations of deer because Grandpa. Wait, I can hear something. I knew I could hear something. An American badger. There's another one there. I'm going to let you live, bro. But only because... Oh, look, he's gone from spooked to alerted. Now he's posing at it. He's looking at us, look. He's striking the pose going, you want some of this, bro? You want some? He's a badger emote. Does Dracula require a stakeout? Lol. Yes. It's gone cloudy. I'm kind of hoping it's going to rain at some point, because if there's one thing I like about Call of the Wild, it's the rain. Like, you sit in a tent in the rain and it's just fantastic. It's so relaxing. The rain never lasts long enough in Call of the Wild, and I've not seen it in this yet. It's looking like it might do at some point. I'm hoping we'll get over this ridge and we might see something down by the river. It's like 0 tracks. You have rain sounds so you can sleep at night. Nice. It does. I agree with you, Pusky. I don't know why, but you do feel small. I don't feel like you're tall enough. Like, if assuming we're, I don't know, 5.5, nearly 6 feet, 1.7, 1.8 meters. Like, are we saying that this bush is the same? Feels like we should be a little bit higher. TK Rippon, thank you for 9 months. Maybe it's the FOV that's doing it. What was it? F? No, H for headlight. Ooh. That's actually pretty bright. Of course, the next question is, does that affect the animals? No, it's not H for horn in this game. It's H for headlight, look. Okay, we need to head north. We're hunting Hollywood, a deer, a specific deer with one antler. So we're approaching a feeding zone and then a drinking zone. So if we're at the point in the morning where they're going to go out feeding and drinking, we're going to walk right into them probably.
That's Hollywood.
Is it? Is that Hollywood? Oh, that might be Hollywood. So they are in fact feeding. Yeah, Lestat, there's a normal version you can buy, and if you look at that Games Planet link, there's an elite version you can buy, which includes, if you read the blurb on Games Planet, it includes a season pass. But that's 10% cheaper than Steam, that one. The second one. The first one hasn't got a discount, but the elite does. And it's not that big a price difference between the two, actually. I don't know how many maps they're going to drop, though. Lost eyes on them. Let's try and get to this bush here. How's the game compared to Cold Wild? It's interesting, Chris. It does things differently in places. Like the whole hunter sense thing is very different. Like I always found in Call of the Wild that when you start out, it's incredibly difficult because you don't have all these unlocked perks. And then as you go on in the game, you unlock all these different perks. And then it just gets quite easy to track things. Whereas in this, you've got to kind of use your hunter sense from the get-go. And the benefits that unlock are not based on skill points. They're based on the more you do something, the better you get at it. So the more you crouch walk, the less detectable you will become at crouch walking. And the same with walking and things like that, which I kind of like it. But it doesn't put like a big wall in front of you to make it hard from the start. It just says that's... to hunt with your senses, you have to stop and look around. 150 meters. Which one is that one? I can see in it. Oh, he's like really obscured, isn't he? It's not a good angle because the other animals are blocking him. Yeah, that's one thing that it would be nice if in Call of the Wild it gives you an indication about how much noise you're making or how visible you are. It would be nice if we got something similar. Is that Hollywood there? Looks like it, doesn't it? That one at the front. I wish I had a better scope on the gun. Do we risk pushing to this bush? It's a 150 meter shot right there. It said get to 100 meters, just like Grandpa said. Or we can take a 150 shot. $2,800 joules. So it's within the green zone. Sorry, the hitting zone just. It's that one, isn't it? It's really difficult to see what angle we've got on him now. Like he's looking at us. 138 meters. His butt is looking at us. Right, well, that's no good. That's never going to work. Maybe we try and get to this bush then. Well, no, we've got the wrong caller, I think, Wackaday. Mad Dog, thank you for 32. If we spook them or get a bad shot, we're going to be chasing them around the countryside. Because they're going to run at least 400 meters somewhere. Probably into those trees. Thing is, when they've finished eating, they'll probably go and drink. So if they do move, it's not the end of the world. They'll only go down there, I think. Right. I've lost eyes on him. Is that it? I don't see an antler. Oh, there he is, yeah. Now I see the antler. 108 meters. Two. Right, we're zeroed for 100. We just need him to look up now. Come on, dude, stop stuffing your face. That's enough grub. Oh, don't you walk in front of him. Don't you do that. Hollywood's the one with like one bigger antler. This one, the male. Oh, no, don't, no. Literally got a perfect shot and the female walks in front of the male. Are you actually kidding me? Oh my God. Can you just go away? That's better. Whew. Why do you lie down? You don't lie down when you've eaten. You look around. Protect your females. You little scumbag. He's looking at us, isn't he? He's looking at us. Look at that face. He's going, yeah. I know what your game is. He's playing the game now. He's up. Will you please put your head up for a second? No, headshots are no good. You can't taxidermy a headshot deer. It doesn't look very good. This is outrageous. Every other animal is looking around apart from him, and he's the one protecting everyone. It's not like I can change angle. It won't make any difference. It's just his posture now. They're getting a bit too close. They're like overlapping a bit now. Not good. I'm tempted to try the roe deer caller just to see if it makes them look around or something. Because he's not doing what I need him to do right now. I don't know what effect it will have though. Could go either way.